everyone, this is Africa TV, Obokun Avenue, Elisha, Osun State. Welcome to Echoes of Inspiration. On this program, we dive deep into the heart of storytelling and poetry to inspire, uplift, and remind us about all of our potentials and purposes. So I am Rebecca Olatunji, your host, and I am so excited to take you on a journey through words and stories. So come with me as I take you deep into this. But before then, I would like to appreciate the producer of this program, the person of Afolabi Adenikweku, and the executive producer, the person of Deacon Michael Adeboye Ashaolu. So today, we are sharing a story that speaks about love, sacrifices, and quiet bonds that shape our lives. Have you ever thought about the silent sacrifices that go unseen? Let us follow Adama's journey and uncover the strength in unspoken love. So, this story is titled Unspoken Loves, and it is an episodic way, so just stay with us. Today's story reminds us of the strength it takes to build a future from nothing and the courage it takes to do it alone. Adama's resilience is a tribute to all who give their all, even when it gets unseen. So come with us as we dive into the first episode that is titled The Rejection. The village of Amaze was alive with the sound of evening. Children's laughter echoed through the dusty streets as they chased after one another, and the elders gathered under the baobab tree to discuss the events of the day. It was in this small but lively place that Adana has spent her entire life. A life full of dreams, warmth, and the unshakable belief that everything would work out until today. She clutched a piece of cloth close to her chest, feeling its soft, familiar texture. The world around her felt distorted, almost as if she were in a dream. Adama hadn't anticipated this, not the stern gazes, not the look of disappointment from her parents, and certainly not the cold rejection from Emeka, her fiancé. The man she believed that loved her. "You are carrying my child," Emeka asked, the belief etched on his face. Adama nodded, a faint smile trembling on her lips, hoping that perhaps, despite his surprise, he would take her hand and promise to stand by her. But the look in his eyes chilled her. It was as if in that moment all the love she thought they shared vanished. He stepped back, his voice low and detached. "I can't do this, Adama. My family, they would never allow it. You need to take care of it, or you just go. I can't be part of this." The weight of these words crushed Adana. She felt her heart shattered, each piece scattering the cruel gust of rejection. How could he turn away? How could he leave her to face this alone? Her parents' reaction wasn't any better. Her father, once the kindest man she knew, now looked at her as if she was a stranger. Her mother, who would usually pull her into a warm embrace, simply turned away, her voice trembling. "You've shamed us, Adama. How can we hold our heads up in this village now? How could you betray our trust like this?" Adama pleaded, her voice breaking. "Mama, Papa, please understand. I didn't mean for this to happen. I thought he would stand by me." Her father's voice was cold. "You are not our daughter anymore. Leave this house." With those words, she was caught adrift, left alone to navigate a life she could never have prepared for. She felt numb, staring at the small bundle of belongings that would be all she could take from her childhood home. Each item a dress her mother had sewn, A small blanket she had loved as a child now seemed to hold memories that mocked her. The journey to the town was long and lonely. As she walked along the narrow path leading out of the village, the moonlight casting long shadow, she felt a strange resolve building within her. The bitterness and rejection she had tasted tonight burned, but it also fueled something deep inside. A fierce determination. A child, the life growing within her, would be a new purpose. She would protect, love, and nurture this child with everything she had. She would show the world and perhaps ourselves that she was more than the shame they believed her to be. The town was unlike the village. Its streets were bustling, the air filled with the scent of fried foods and the sounds of vendors calling out their wares. Adana clutched her bag tightly, feeling small and lost among the throng of people. She had no place to go, no one to turn to, but her spirit, through bruised, was unbroken. As the days passed, Adana found a small, dilapidated room to rent at the edge of the market. It was little more than 4 walls with a tin mat on the floor, but it was hers, a small sanctuary where she could rebuild her life. She began to wake early, cooking large pots of food, which she sold by the roadside to hungry passerby. The work was getting grueling, and there were days when her body ached, but she pressed on. She saved every coin, each one a step forward to the future she envisioned for our child. As her belly grew, so did our determination. She no longer cared about the whispers of strangers or the pitying looks thrown her away. In her heart, she was no longer the girl rejected by her village. She was a mother, and she was strong. The months passed, and soon a child was born, a boy with eyes as bright as the stars, that had watched her over during a long journey. She named him Gideon, a name she has chosen to signify strength, hope, and resilience. Holding him in her arms, she felt an overwhelming sense of purpose and love that surpasses anything she had ever known. The world might have turned its back on her, but Gideon was hers, a precious soul she vowed to cherish and protect with everything in her. So this is where we will end today's episode. I'm glad you are enjoying it, and I would like to wrap up this episode with a key word. This episode is built on resilience. We can see Adama's resilience in this episode. As Adama embarks on a challenging new chapter, resilience becomes her anchor. Despite the rejection and isolation, her inner strength propels her forward, showing that the power of a mother's unwavering resolve. So I'm sure we are learning lessons this journey of Adama. So let's stay as we understand that there is power in our inner strength. Our inner strength helps us in life challenges. Although life challenges may want to knock us down, but resilience gives us the courage to rise again. So this is where I will end the episode of today's story on Echoes of Inspiration. I remain your host, Rebecca Olatunji, and this is Africa TV. So stay with us as you anticipate the next episode for next time. Watch out for Adama's story.